Welcome to the universe of financial literacy. In this video, we break down the real truth behind the system. You were born into one. Where money is debt, you are a business. Part 1. We live in a debt-based society. From the moment you enter the world, you're assigned an identity. But what you might not realize is, you're also assigned debt. Every dollar in circulation is borrowed into existence. We don't live in a money-based economy. We live in a credit-based, debt-driven, illusionary system, where debt is money, and money is never owned. Here's a breakdown. Every US dollar is a Federal Reserve note, a promissory. IOU, not real money backed by tangible asset. This note is debt in paper form, created by banks through fractional reserve lending. You deposit $1,000, the bank can legally lend out $9,000 more. That new money doesn't exist. It's created out of nothing. But you still have to pay it back with interest. Your labor is taxed to pay for this system of debt perpetuation, meaning you are the collateral backing the currency. This system has a name: monetary slavery. It's not physical chains, it's economic. PART. Money is debt, but also water. Money equals debt, yes. But money is also symbolically and functionally equivalent to water. Let's go deep. Like water, money flows. Money must circulate to be useful. When it's stagnant, economies crash. We call it liquidity. Cash flow, currency, liquid assets flood the market. These are not metaphors. They're linguistic remnants of a deeper truth. Water is the life force. Money is the man-made version. Without water, life dies. Without money, commerce dies. That's why the elite don't chase money. They control its flow, just like riverbanks control rivers. He who controls the water supply controls life. He who controls the money supply controls the world. Part 3. You are a business. Here's where it gets personal. When you're born, your parents unknowingly register you as property of the corporate state by signing a birth certificate. That document is then used to create a legal fiction, often called a stramina, separate entity with your name in all caps. This straw man has a social security number, a birth certificate bond, a presumed debt obligation to the system. You equals sole proprietor. If you never form an LLC or corporation, you are treated legally as a sole proprietorship. That means you equals your business. Your personal assets are tied to business liability. You can be sued, taxed, and licensed with no separation. That's why most people are taxed. The heaviest, they operate as a default business equals you, with no protection, no corporate veil, and no control. If you don't own a business, you are the business, and someone else owns you. Part 4, identified by bonds, SSN, and birth certificate. Let's dig deeper into the documents that make you a walking corporation. Social Security number functions as your corporate identification number. Tracks your economic participation in the system. Used by the IRS, banks, credit bureaus, just like an EIN. Birth certificate acts as a bonded instrument. On the back, there's often a CUSIP number, just like stocks and bonds. It's linked to the Federal Reserve, which monetizes it as collateral for debt instruments. This isn't conspiracy, it's hidden in plain sight, wrapped in legalese and buried in maritime admiralty law. From corpse to corporation. Let's break the word down. Corporation comes from the Latin word corpus, meaning body. A corpse is a dead body. A corporation is a legal person, an artificial body created by the state. You, as a living soul, are flesh and spirit. But your strawman, your corporate identity, is a legal corpse, animated by paperwork. In legal terms, a living man has unalienable rights. A corporation has privileges granted by the state. When you act in commerce using your strawman name, you are operating under the jurisdiction of the corporate state. When you die physically, your natural body becomes a corpse. But while alive, you are viewed as a corporation, a taxable, contractual entity, a legal fiction existing on paper. The solution: reclaiming control. So what do you do with this information? Step 1. Form a legal entity. Don't operate as a sole proprietor form an LLC, C Corp, or trust. Separate your legal fiction from your living self. Use business credit, EIN, and legal structures to control your resources without being taxed like a wage slave. Step 2. Understand the game. The game is legal, financial, and psychological. The elite don't play harder, they play smarter. Step 3. Educate and liberate. Learn UCC, maritime law, and consumer protection laws. Understand what it means to own nothing and control everything.